Hi everyone, I have a fun craft project for you. We're going to make these little pop-out animals. They're little 3D animals on these little cardboards. You can make any type of animal that you would like. I'm going to show you today how to make a tiger. You're going to need a few supplies. I have just thick drawing paper. If you don't have any thicker paper, you can use cut out pieces from a cereal box. So the cereal boxes are really easy to cut. So I cut a nice big square so I can put my animal on. And then I'm going to use my thicker drawing paper to draw my animal and cut it out on. But you can use a cereal box for the whole thing. I have a pencil and eraser. I have a glue stick or a glue bottle. Both will work just fine. I also have paints and a paintbrush, water cup, and paper towel to use my paints, but you can use crayons or color pencils or markers. Anything that you have will work for this project as well. So first thing I'm going to do is draw out my animal. I'm going to set aside my background piece. I don't need that right now. When we're drawing our shapes for our animal, we need to draw the back part of the animal's body, the front part of the animal's body, the head. If you'd like to cut out a snout for the animal and a tail, you can do that. You could even go as far as cutting out eyes and ears. So completely up to you how many shapes you want to cut out. But my first thing I'm going to do is make a nice big rainbow arch. I'm going pretty soft and light with this. And I want to make sure that it's going to fit on my cardboard piece. So we don't want to go much bigger than our cardboard piece. At the bottom, I'm going to make just where the little feet are going to be. And a nice little arch on the inside. So now there's two legs and then the little tushy part. I'm going to draw the same shape just a little bit smaller. So tiny bit smaller. If that's hard to do, you can always cut one piece out and then trace it, and you can have two pieces that are the same size. That's okay too. So same shape, just smaller. And I'm going to draw a head. So the head needs to be able to fit on here nicely. We don't want it too gigantic and we don't want it too small, but I'm going to draw a nice round head. Notice I'm going really slowly until I have a nice round shape. And I'm going to make mine a tiger, so I'm actually going to put in these rounded ears. Draw my other one. And I'm going to erase the line in between just so I don't accidentally cut that line and cut my tiger's ears off. And I'm going to draw a shape that will be for my tiger's snout. So I want to make sure that's not too big either. That needs to fit right here on the face. Once I have my shapes, it's up to you if you want to paint them in before you cut them or cut them and then paint them. I'm going to paint first. So since I'm going to make a tiger, I'm going to fill in the body all orange. I'm not going to worry about stripes just yet. I might do that after I cut everything out. And you could even do fun colors. It doesn't have to be realistic tiger colors. Like my puppy over here is a purple puppy. And I'm going to paint in my face, even the ears. I can add on eyes and all of that good stuff later. I'm going to clean my brush. I'm not going to paint in my snout orange. I'm going to actually paint that in white. I'm cleaning my brush and drying it off really well, and then I'm just going to fill that in with white. I'm also going to fill in some white on the inside of the ears so it looks like the little fluff. The rest of it I'm going to do once I cut it out. We can also paint in our background. I'm just going to do a blue fill in my whole square. I'll set that aside to dry. I'm going to clean my brush, and I'm going to use my scissors, and I'm going to cut out all of my shapes. I'm going to add these stripes on the sides of his body. And create any animal, any designs that you'd like. You can make up your own animals too. From these shapes here, you can easily turn this into a dog or a cat, a bear, a guinea pig. Could really be anything. Just cut out another piece of paper for a tail, and I'm going to paint that orange so I can add some stripes onto that when I'm done doing the body. So for the face, I want to glue on my little tiger snout first. It's up to you if you want it to be like this or like this, or if you have another idea, go for it. I'm going to put some glue. I want plenty of glue on there so it sticks well. Now that I have that on, I'm going to add in some eyes. So I'm going to use the back of my brush with white paint, and I'm going to make a nice big white circle eyeball. I'm going to wipe that off, and I'm going to use the back of my brush still and make a nose. You can make a triangle nose or an oval nose, completely up to you. And I'm going to do some tiger stripes on the head. So I'm going to do some tiger stripes on my tail. And I'm going to use the back of my brush with some black and put an eyeball in each eye. On my cheetah, I put tiny little teeth sticking out. I'm going to do the same thing on my tiger. I'm going to start piecing them together on my cardboard. I want to make sure my cardboard is dry. The first thing that we can do is use your glue and make sure that your tiger's stripes are dry. Make sure everything's dry, but you could flip it over, put glue on the whole back of this shape. This is the biggest shape because that's going to be put down first. And placing that anywhere on your cardboard. For the next part, I want to cut out 2 little strips out of my extra paper. It should be no more than a few inches long, but we want to make our animal's body pop out. So if you want to skip this part, that's totally fine. You don't have to do this part. You can just pile on your pieces. But I'm going to do a little pop out. So I want to fold my strip of paper. I'm going to fold one part in and another part in. So it makes just a little puffed up piece of paper. I need to glue these together. So I'm just placing some glue right on top of my first fold. Then I could place my other fold. And it does not need to look any certain way as long as it's a little thick. I'm going to set this down to dry. If it's not stained, you can always place your eraser on top or scissors just to hold it in place while it dries. I'm going to do the same thing to my next piece of paper. I'm folding it in, putting some glue on, and folding it again. Okay, and these should be pretty tiny. So what's going to happen is that these pieces are going to go in between. So instead of gluing the whole piece down, I'm going to just put glue on the top and bottom of this shape and put my next body piece right on it. So I placed glue on the bottom. I'm going to place glue on the top and put my next piece of my body right on there. Okay, so it's a little 3D, pops out just a little bit. And then I can do the next part, which will be my tail if you have a tail. I'm going to put glue on the whole back of my tail and then pop it right behind the body. So I have glue on the whole back and I'm popping it right behind my body. And then the head, be very careful. I don't want to flip it over to put glue on it at all. So we are going to put glue just on our little pop out piece of paper. And I'm placing it towards the top of the body and putting more glue on. And then really carefully placing the tiger's head any direction that you'd like it to face, right on that little pop out. So that is my 3D tiger. You could see the layers in between. So even without those little pop out pieces, just layering it will give it a slight 3D effect. You can make any type of animals that you want. I hope you guys enjoyed today's lesson and see you guys next time. Bye everybody.